Okay, let's see how this goes. I think that the videos that I've recorded and edited to the best of my ability so far do require some sort of explanations. I'm still at the beginning of learning how to do this whole business. But mostly, even if it doesn't go anywhere, I just want to do it because I want to record all of these moments of our lives. I keep a journal anyway, but I think that having something visual is very helpful. And Hayden, bless him, he is the talented one in our family with everything that has to do with visuals. But when he films things, he films a lot and he films a lot of cute things. But most of them just stay on a hard drive, and they don't really get to see the light of day. So, in an effort to just kind of keep the family history alive, so to speak, I've decided to just do this. And with the limited amount of time that I have as a mother, I would like to, and with the limited amount of knowledge that I have that has to do with social media, I would still like to put it to good use, and hopefully from the things that I am sharing and through the things that I am learning, to bring some hope to other people who are maybe struggling with the same things that I'm struggling with. I think that this is what fundamentally is at the root of what I want to do. Hope for parents, hope for women, hope for children, hope for families, hope for I don't know, hope for the future, let's put it that way. I want to show a little bit of the imperfection of life and of how that is okay for it to be that way, that the life is imperfect, and that most of the times we don't get to live plan A, but we get to live maybe plan B, C, or D. And if we were to kind of constantly bemoan the fact that we're not living plan A, we would be missing out on a lot of the joys and the lessons that we are or could be learning by just accepting plans B, C, or D. That is my theory. That's a little bit about the why of why I want to carry on with this filming, editing, putting out there malarkey. I want to give people hope, and um, I want to document a little bit our lives. There are so many little things that I would like to keep alive in my memory, but I know I won't. And I'm hoping that by sometimes being quick off the mark and picking up the camera and just filming something, I'm hoping that with those rare occasions that I'll be able to capture some things that will trigger lots of other memories. Because our memories are, especially as moms, I mean, come on now. I mean, we're all sleep deprived. I've been up last night from 1:15 till about 5 in the morning because our eldest is autistic. She's had a sleep routine ever since she was 7 weeks old because I couldn't cope with the bewilderment of what a baby brings into one's life. And she has been on melatonin. Melatonin doesn't seem to have been anything revolutionary for her sleep patterns. So upon speaking with her consultant, we've decided to kind of give it a melatonin holiday, as she put it, and then to just kind of touch base at the beginning of October and see what a difference that has made to her sleep pattern, and see if, putting her back on it, whether that will make a bean of difference. I'm quite skeptical about it, to be quite honest. I mean, it's supposed to get into her system. It's not a sedative, as you probably know, but it's supposed to get into her system and to make her sleepy within 40 minutes. When you give it to her, the second dose around midnight, and she's not falling asleep for 4 hours, you're thinking, well, it's definitely not working, So anyway, that was a huge digression. She was up 1:15. Then in the meantime, I managed to get her back to sleep. No, not back to sleep, to back to her bedroom. But then Daisy wakes up, and I'm still breastfeeding Daisy back to sleep. And Lizzie had some issues with her tablet. Yes, I'm doing all sorts of parenting mistakes I never thought I would do, but here we are, I'm doing them. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to cope and we're all trying to get a little bit more sleep than the night before. And that's the reality of it. So anyway, I was breastfeeding Daisy and I had to wake up Hayden around maybe, I don't know, I think it was 2:30. But Lizzie is making her noises because her tablet isn't doing what she wants it to do, and she wakes up Daisy and we're all up. So at 3 in the morning, I'm cooking chips in the oven because Daisy was hungry. I managed to fall asleep myself around 5, and then up again for the day at 10 to 7. And I thought that I would be having some time for myself, but no, Daisy felt I woke up and she woke up herself. So anyway, I am a little bit tired. The new restrictions because of COVID-19 have been worrying me quite a bit last night after the Prime Minister's live broadcast. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yes, we have been looked after, but I'm afraid for Hayden losing his job. I'm afraid for all sorts of things just kind of going wrong, you know, schools shutting down and everything. Because let's admit it, it does help when you don't have family around to have your child go to school, because somebody else is sharing the load of looking after them, especially when you know, you have them constantly there with you. And like, honestly, I cannot see my life without the girls, but sometimes I need a break, because not even my nights are mine. I'm just really tired. I'm really tired. And it's very difficult to be sensible and to make rational decisions, and to just see the light when your sleep is just a little bit all over the place. It's just not it's very difficult to be in a positive mindset when you're just not sleeping, you know, when your organs are all over the place. I am currently recovering from very long-standing eating disorder, and my body is not fully quite there yet. I'm gonna go into details in a different video, but I'm really struggling because of it. And so that, on top of everything, is just really compounding the problem. Then Hayden is experiencing his own work stress and career stress and money worries. They're constantly there because there are so many demands. And yeah, that's a little bit about where we're at the moment, I guess. Hayden works here where we are in Wales for the Welsh Assembly, stay at home and look after the girls. And I started doing this because I have to admit, apart from wanting to document our lives and to bring people more hope, I also want to feel like that I can still function as an adult. I want to feel like my brain is still where it should be, and that it's still functioning a little bit more than just making up sentences that make no sense. And yeah, I think I want to feel like I can still make a difference, at least to myself, to know that I've put it on the diary and I've done it, and I've put it out there, and you know, hopefully something will come out of it. Heidi and I have been talking about some sort of a vlog series for quite a while. We've just worked out that it's been more than 5 years now, or almost 5 years, because I was pregnant with Lizzie at the time, and because we've always struggled with money, or because you know, children have come into the scene and time is less and less available. We've always kind of struggled to sit down and do something about all of these ideas. But I thought, you know what, I don't have all the skills just now, and it really doesn't matter. I think that sometimes it's important to just get started and then learn as you go, rather than keep those songs unsung in your head and just not let them come out, you know, just for fear of being ridiculous, for fear of being inadequate, for fear of being, you know, just one of the many voices out there. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it really is about following really what you feel like you can do and what you ought to do. I mean, I'm not a millennial, or I am. I have no idea where I fit in, to be honest, because I lived in well, I'm in my mid-30s, you know, so I'm probably not a millennial. But anyway, I lived in a country where, you know, follow your dreams was not on the agenda. I mean, you do what you have to do and you do what you're told to do. But more about that in a different video anyway. But here I am. There we go. That's a little bit about the why I've decided to do a little bit of video documenting or vlogging or whatever you want to call it. It's for my benefit, for other people's benefit, and for I don't know, for the sake of feeling like I can make a difference, I guess. Right, so it's 3:11 in the morning. I've been up for about 2 hours now because that's how Lizzie sleeps. You need water? There's water here. Okay, we're all awake. We're all awake. Oh, you can't really see because Daisy doesn't like the bright light in the night. Okay, but Hayden has a method. He wants to get Lizzie to sleep, and he figures, well, the way to do it is to follow her wherever she goes. Because she doesn't like company anyway.
But it only works. But the theory is it'll only work if all of us do this. Like, so all of us, the whole family, has to follow her everywhere, except for her bedroom. And the hope is that she'll want to go back to her bedroom because she doesn't like having crowds of people. So if it's a bit like herding sheep with 3 sheepdogs around one little sheep.
Yeah, not for me.
It's not time to get up.